Here we go. We're up and running. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Collectors, the live chat. This is episode 9. Seems like we've done many, many more of these, but it's episode 9. So episode 10, the next one, that's going to be huge. That's going to be a game changer episode. The boys here are coming up with some major, giant things, just incredible things they're coming up with for the 10th episode. You know, you have to do that when you change digits.
What is going on behind Curtis? Sorry, Bill, but
well, yes.
Curtis, can you just move off to the side?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
All right, carry on, Bill.
That's really going to help the channel with the advertisers. It's that'll really help. Mm-hmm. Thanks for that.
Boy, the video got really boring once Curtis moved out of the way.
Oh crap! I forgot to plug in my computer. Hold on.
What is what?
Talk amongst yourselves.
Is Curtis at his kitchen table? Like what?
Curtis is in a new set location today. He's in his living room, complete with Victorian era chairs, which are very opulent, very luscious.
Only the most opulent for me.
So again, welcome everyone. Please join us in the chat. Lots of fun stuff to look forward to in this episode. I'm going to bring the mailbag. You know, I'm contributing to the mailbag myself. So Bill will be in the mailbag today. Cool stuff to show you. Curtis is in a brand new location, like we said. So that's going to be exciting. We've got Kevin here. Look up. He's got daylight behind him. How exciting is that? We got daylight now.
Long may it last.
I never knew there was windows back there.
I usually have these things up. There's I got some what are they called? Choreography, whatever. I got some boards I put up there.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look. But I've been lazy.
Gotcha.
And usually it's been dark enough that I haven't need to use them. So
yeah. I get when I'm driving to work at night now, I can see everything around me. It's so wonderful. I get to see everything that changed during the winter. All the potholes. So yeah, like I said, welcome everybody. Another exciting thing. Today's episode brought to you completely ad-free. No advertising at all to worry about on this channel. So another plus. Apparently YouTube got upset with the amount of skin Curtis was showing in prior episodes. So we're on a bit of a holding pattern with the advertising. But
that's not true. Did something happen?
At least half of that is true.
You're holding pattern for some reason.
No, this channel has been stripped of any monetization due to YouTube being silly. So we're working on that on the side as well.
Well, you are using Bob Dylan's material all over the place. So
that's unlicensed, and the ad revenue goes to the license holders on that. So you might as well.
I do this out of the goodness of my heart anyway. I'm not expecting a single penny. So you can just hold off on my next paycheck.
Okay, good. Good to know. Thank you. Yeah. If we want to get into it, why not strip, Letterman of his monetization because he puts up his musical guests? It's the same thing.
I think they sign a waiver or something.
Yeah, I think there's some sort of release there.
I digress. Clearly, we're being victimized here. That's clearly apparently happening.
Like, on the Stern show, when they got to sign a waiver to say that Howard owns the interview and he could do whatever he wants with the material. I imagine Letterman has the same kind of deal.
I don't think so. I don't think that applied. Persecution here. However, other people are being persecuted elsewhere, so I'm just a small fry in the persecution. But that's just another perk for you guys. Ad-free Collectors live chat. So don't forget, pop into the chat, say hello to us, and stay tuned. We got a big special guest coming, surprise guest, who's never been on the show before, and he's got some crazy stuff to show us as well. Matt Bandy will hopefully be here. Maybe Chris Roberts will pop in. I'm crossing our fingers. But otherwise, you got 3 magnificent people right here. All right,
Happy
Curtis.
St. Patrick's Day, by the way.
Oh, forgot about that.
This is the only green I own is Green Bay Packers swag. So I had to wear this, but way to go. Wearing the green, guys.
I always forget. I forget to wear green on St. Patrick's Day.
Did they celebrate that in Canada?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is it a thing?
Yeah.
Sure.
Is that like a world thing? Does everybody celebrate it or like?
No, probably not. Just white people.
Just white. Okay.
That's right. Yeah. All right. Well, we're here. This is the Collectors, where we show our collection, highlights of the collection, or treasures we just recently picked up that we're adding to the collection. I can kick things off if you want. Is that what you're looking for?
Mm-hmm.
Jump right to the mailbag. I don't know. What are you guys feeling?
We've never started with a mailbag before. Let's
Oh.
get crazy. Let's go
Let's
wild.
do it. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
I'm not prepared for the mailbag yet, though.
Of course.
Where's this guest that you keep talking about? I thought they were joining us right away.
They're on their way. Don't worry. We can't have them come in too quick. You can't come in too hot with the guests. Scares them off.
All right.
Easy. So I'm going to show you something that I would have mailed the show if I was a listener or a viewer. And that is this excursion I made today. Like I said, it was a beautiful day today. So I went on the thrift trail road trip, mini thrift trip. And I stopped at a town called Stainer. Not the greatest name, but they have some thrift stores there. You want to check that out? Sure you do. Here you go.
Oh, that's not a thrift store. That's like an antique shop.
This store in Stainer is, I forget what it's called. Oh, We Get It. And there it is right there. That's what the store is called. We Get It in Stainer. And absolutely anything you find in this store is $1.
Mm.
Oh.
Anything. Any item is $1. So
Anything.
It's a hodgepodge, as you can tell. Like, it's just piles and piles of stuff happening there. Which, as we've talked about before, I love having to dig through piles and piles of unknown stuff. So let's see here. Which way do I go on the camera roll? This way. There's the other look at his store. More stuff. Glasswares. Look at all the belts you could get back there. All $1.
Only for $1.
All $1.
St. Patrick's Day stuff is out. Very nice.
Move to the media. And this is how it is. Everything is just thrown in there.
Mm.
Well, I didn't see that Yardbirds tape.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, there's some good Steve Miller. Hey, there's some good stuff in there.
Everything is just kind of thrown all over the place. And there's another little media corner there.
Steve McQueen. I would have grabbed that.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
What did you see, Bill?
See, this is what it's like when you're thrifting with Bill. Oh, that's all you hear. I didn't see that.
Tell me you grabbed that Mamma Mia.
Oh,
soundtrack.
yeah.
Mamma
It's sensory overload when you go to these kind of places. It
Wait,
is-
whoa. Is that Billy Joel? 52nd Street?
Yeah, you gotta get that.
That's a good album.
Hmm.
Bill, you
Mhm.
you are slipping big.
No slipping. You don't know what I picked up yet.
Lots of slipping.
Willie Nelson, super. Oh, it's just the greatest hits.
No, it's super.
Nat
Super.
King
Yeah.
Cole.
I already got 2 greatest hits packages.
Look at this pile of crap here.
Is there
that'd be
VHS
fun.
or is it just DVDs and CDs?
Not a lot of VHS. I did grab a couple. That's for the VHS show. That's for the VHS
Oh.
show. This is frustrating when a lot of his stuff is stacked the wrong way, so you can't see the spines, and it's like
Right.
3 layers deep.
Yeah,
Ooh,
you gotta go in there.
cassettes. There's
You
some
gotta dive in there.
cassettes in there. I can't believe everything's $1 in there, huh?
Everything's $1.
Wow.
You think he would have worked that into his store name somehow?
Like Buck Me?
Ooh, wow. And then he had these drawers. They were all full of cassettes. These are for CDs.
Really? Wow.
Yep. A lot of old country stuff.
Who gives a buck? What else is there?
Yeah.
Unbuck
so that's-
yourself.
If you're in Stainer, that's what you want to look for at this place. Buy and sell. We get it.
You get it.
We get it.
Oh, I see. The leaf is a W.
Yeah. Okay. And don't drop off anything. I did ask him because he said, despite the looks of that store, he knows where absolutely everything is in the store. So I said, where's all the VHS? He said, VHS, we turned that away. I'm like, oh.
You turn that away. You take all these old granny dishes and
Yeah.
and belts. All those
I
belts.
said
VHS.
VHS, it's coming back around. He's like, who says? I'm like, I don't know. I'm saying. No, it ain't. That's never coming back. Well, okay. And then further on in Stainer, there's another little store.
I know someone would want those.
Like an antique store. And look, check out that cool stand. That's like a sales floor stand for 8 tracks and cassettes.
That's where you would have to go get someone. I want that 8-track in the middle. Can you unlock the thing for me so I can get in there?
Center de Ruban. Center de Ruban.
Did you guys buy 8 tracks?
No, that was before my time. Bill probably did.
My parents had 8 tracks.
Bill had a lot of 8 tracks. Don't let him fool you.
But look at all of the 8 tracks in the display are owned by the display company to show you how these work. By Carousel Company.
Yeah. So that whole thing was just like probably sold as a display thing, huh?
Yeah.
Could you grab the whole thing for $1?
No, I would have loved it, but where could I put that? Like, you just need another store to put that in.
Where do you put any of the stuff that you buy? I don't know where it goes.
Yeah.
I think Bill has he must have dug a hole in his backyard.
Oh, there's Bill's basement. Yeah, where would you put anything? Yeah.
This is the backside of that same shot. Their little catch-all of everything.
Oh, dude, that little that is that like a Matchbox or Little Tykes or something? That car thing, that thing's cool.
Yeah,
me and Curtis got the same eye. Hold on a second.
Hey, Fisher Price. There you go. Yeah,
love that as a kid.
Yeah, my cousins had that. I used to love it.
Yeah, I love the things that had like elevators and stuff. That was cool.
Didn't it ding too when you raised it up or something?
Yep. As far as I can remember.
Bell on it.
Yeah. Yeah, and then like some rich kids would leave it outside and the bell would get rusty. So it wouldn't like ding as well.
These goddamn rich kids.
Yeah.
Little Kevin, Mommy, why doesn't my bell ding? Well, some rich kid left it outside. And it rusted.
Hey, I saw that on the VHS show, sort of.
Yeah, but it wasn't that one. It was the wrong one.
Isn't it funny how they just gave up on?
Yeah. Well, even the Undiscovered Country was not really like that. Tape is the wrong way, but it was. It's not good.
Yeah, and it isn't the Undiscovered Country. Isn't it just like it matches the picture, but there's nothing in it. It's just like the red and black.
Yeah.
It's
all
like,
it is.
So stupid. It makes the picture off center.
Yeah. It's terrible. Now, if you flip it around, that picture it fits in, ties in with the picture on the other side, which is weird.
See, I'm convinced that the one that Chris showed, if you flip that around, it would be the right picture.
Yeah, it would be the Enterprise. Yeah. Totally.
I knew it. He said it wasn't. He said
No. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He knows a lot of stuff, but he doesn't know Star Trek VHS tapes. I've seen other videos where people have had that, and they've done the whole thing where they've actually had like 2 sets of that, and they put the whole thing together. So it's the Enterprise and then the other picture comes because what else do I have to do but to watch people put together their Star Trek VHS sets together on YouTube.
Well, I'm happy to bring Star Trek into this episode. 10-minute mark. It's pretty good.
Right on.
And then they had a little bit of an AV section here.
Oh yeah.
Nothing too exciting here, but
that's kind of a cool turntable up there.
Mm-hmm.
All that stuff was just $1?
No, this is another place. This is a retail place.
Oh, okay,
this
sorry.
was very retail.
My head was about to explode. I was like, what? Yeah. Take it all home and try it.
Container arriving. And this is the last picture I took. They got some
nice
classic cleaning bars here. That looks like new old stock, but it did have barcodes, so it's not too old.
Yeah, you can buy them new now. People still make them.
All right, so that is me doing the mailbag as if it was me. Pretty good, right?
Pretty good. Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Now, who do you guys say is the king of the mailbag when it comes to this show? Any
the
idea?
Other Bill.
Bill from Toronto or whatever, right?
Bill from Toronto. What if I told you I got Bill from Toronto to be on this
No
show?
way.
What if I told you that?
Shut up. I'm not. I
Oh.
look, my hair is terrible today. I'm not ready.
Curtis isn't even in the right room for this.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
No.
There he is.
Wow.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
The other Bill.
Down.
I am the other Bill.
Good to see
Welcome.
I've never been on one of these before, so be kind.
Welcome. All right. Oh, you got
Happy
a
St. Patty's Day to everybody.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
There you go, Curtis. Someone else remembered for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, Bill, thanks for joining us. Finally getting you in person on the show after all the contributions you've made to the show. It's glad to finally have you on. Thanks for being here. And look at the shirt he's wearing, folks. Do you notice the shirt he's wearing?
Bob Dylan.
So this is my Bob Dylan concert shirt. I only wear it to the Bob Dylan shows.
Oh.
Look at behind him. It's a cavalcade of greatness happening.
Did you do that for this, or do you always have this Bob Dylan shrine back there?
No, most of the stuff is upstairs in the house, so I had to bring it down to the basement.
I see. Because you got it. That's a nice background. That's much better than any of us ever do.
Yeah.
I mean, the biggest thing Kevin did today was show us his windows.
Yeah. So are all those CDs Bob Dylan? That's all Bob Dylan?
In the rack, it's about 80% Bob Dylan, and then when you get down to about this level, it's Neil Young.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Great.
So, do you, other Bill? Did you know Bill, first Bill?
No, so I go on a Bob Dylan website called Expecting Rain, and sometimes Bill's links get put on Expecting Rain, which is all Bob Dylan daily news and tour information and stuff like that. So that's how I first discovered his Start to Continue website, and then so I just kept watching it. And then when he would expand it into the other stuff, I was into that too. So I just hey,
That is awesome.
for me.
Yeah, that's amazing. And those look like, are those Lego sets that are like the city ones?
They're dragon blocks.
Dragon blocks.
Yeah, so we have a Taj Mahal too. It's my son put those together, but we have a Taj Mahal and a Canadian Parliament building as well.
Nice. Is the needle one? Where is that?
That's the CN Tower.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
The needle one. Come on.
Shut up. Whatever.
Well, this is exciting. We'll bring the other Bill here, and Miss Elba Bob is back in the chat. We haven't seen her in a while.
I know.
Very cool.
Maybe she's been lurking, waiting for another Bob Dylan. Well, for the Bob Dylan talk. We haven't talked Bob Dylan in a while.
You know what?
Yeah.
I think we screwed up. This should have been episode 10. Is there any way we could do like change this episode to 10 and then maybe do 9 the next time?
You're right.
There you go.
Kind of like the Traveling Wilburys 1 and 3, right?
Yeah.
Everyone, you're watching episode 10 right now. 9 will be in a couple weeks.
Bill messed up on the thumbnail and the title.
As usual. Yeah, Bill, anytime you want, feel free to pile on me like the other lads do every week. I'm here to take all the punishment, just let it loose.
All right. So some of the stuff I've sent to Bill before, and he's shown like still photos of it. So I picked a few things out of my collection because really Bob Dylan stuff is the only thing I really truly collect. But so I wanted to start with maybe some books. I got some books here to start off with. So this is a hardcover first edition copy of Tarantula, the first book that Bob Dylan wrote.
First edition.
And you can see on the spine, it was relieved of its duty from my high school library.
Oh, that's cool.
I think it still. Oh yes, it still has the card slot in the back. So it's not exactly in collector kind of condition, but I would never sell this anyway. So this was.
I think that makes it cooler.
That makes it.
You have the card in the back. Does it have your name on it?
No, but the stamp on the card. I don't know if you can read that. 1993.
Wow.
The last time it got stamped.
Do kids even know what that is anymore? Do libraries still do that?
No, it's awesome. Now you go to the library and you just take your stack of stuff and you put it on the like underneath the scanner, and you put your library card on there, and it scans everything all in one swoop, and then you just take your stuff and go.
I bet the library in Stainer still uses the stamp.
Probably, yeah.
This book is the Rolling Thunder logbook. I think I told Bill about this one time that I had this book, but I don't know if I showed it to him. So this is written by Sam Shepard, who was hired, I guess, what is the writer of Ronaldo and Clara, I guess.
Yeah, like the filmmaker in chief, the one guy who knew about film. But yeah, he was to write it on the fly.
So it's full of anecdotes about Rolling Thunder Review, which is one of my favorite Bob Dylan periods. And I think this is not a first printing. This is something else. Maybe it came later, but it has like lots of photos of them doing their tour of New England.
Wow.
And anecdotal stories and poems and
you read all these. You've read all these?
I've read everything. Yeah, I mean, I have shelves of this stuff that I've read everything at least twice on my shelf. But this is my favorite Bob Dylan book. Bill, have you read this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is the best Bob Dylan book out there, hands down.
Yeah,
written by Larry Russell, who also co-wrote Anthony Kiedis, the Red Hot Chili Peppers lead singer, his autobiography, Scar Tissue. He also co-wrote that one with him.
Howard Stern too.
Yeah, so
wasn't he like a character in a movie too?
He was in the Martin Scorsese's Rolling Thunder Review movie. He appeared in it, but I don't know about anything else he's done. But I must have read this book like 6 times. Like I'll pick it up and read it anytime.
I'm remembering there was a character in the movie that somebody either played him or it was like a character that was based on that guy. Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. I don't know.
Maybe thinking of Kinky Friedman. Kinky Friedman gets involved in the Rolling Thunder Review sometimes too.
Oh, maybe.
But now this book is quite so. It's still in print. I looked this up on Amazon. So Keys to the Rain. It's an encyclopedia. Not that anybody buys encyclopedias much anymore. But Bill, just give me a obscure song or person or something related to Bob Dylan, and we'll see if it's in here.
Up to Me.
Okay, there's got to be Up to Me in here. Hands down, there's got to be some Up to Me in here.
Never performed live.
He said obscure, Bill. Come on.
Never performed live.
Up to Me.
Everybody knows that song. Give him an obscure one.
So it's got like just like little information paragraphs about almost everything. And when one time Bill put on who was it? No More, One More Time from the Winnipeg show. And I actually hadn't heard that song before. And I looked it up and it's in here. There's a section for Up to Me.
I like
this book. It's kind of fun. I mean, I don't dig into it too much because the internet exists now, but it is a good book. Now, a friend of mine gave me this one. It's the Bob Dylan Playbook. Now, kind of bizarre. It's like almost like a children's activity book. All Bob Dylan. Like you can dress Bob Dylan up. You can give him his guitar. You can Bob Dylan in his underwear.
What?
He's got a gun.
It's a very there's a motorcycle.
What the heck is that? Is that like a new era thing or is that like an old thing?
This is older. I remember this in the early 2000s, maybe the 90s. I don't know what the publishing date is. 2000. Oh, this was 2016. So I mean, they might still be making this, Bill. You can probably still get this.
Bill's kids better be watching.
That's right.
Yeah, they need an idea for a Christmas gift.
Who is that for? Like who?
I don't know.
Anyone named Bill, apparently.
I've never been inspired to do any of the activities. It's just kind of sad.
That's what I mean. Like that's for little kids, but yet it's Bob Dylan who I don't see the crossover appeal.
Yeah, no, my kids are mixed. My daughter cringes every time I bring him up, and my son, he's okay. He doesn't mind listening to it in the car, but
Meanwhile, Curtis is always buying toys. So, come on.
I am rescuing. Whoops! I am rescuing those toys. The stupid duck. I am rescuing those toys.
Yeah, look around the duck.
Now, I don't often buy the program at the show. This is the only program I think I've ever bought at the show. And after buying it, I realized why I never buy them, because it's just kind of full of useless information that I already have.
Yeah.
But I guess this show I must have just been must have had some extra money in my pocket just burning up.
Commemorates.
Yeah, right.
It commemorates you being at that show. It's a
I mean,
But it's not. It's
would
not
buy
only for the Toronto show, right? It's for the whole tour of that program.
Yeah, there's nothing. There's the only cool thing in this. There's one photo in here that I thought was pretty cool that I hadn't seen before, which was this one.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one either.
I don't think that's his motorcycle. Maybe it looks like a police motorcycle, but I don't know.
Looks like he borrowed it from Eric Estrada.
Yeah. I haven't seen that one either. Wow.
He's gonna go hit the highway there. Now this was so the last time I saw Bob Dylan at the it was still called the Air Canada Centre in Toronto, but it's now something else. But I ate in the restaurant before the show, and it was very empty. There wasn't a lot of people there, but 2 tables over from me was Gord Downey and his family having dinner. And this was the menu from the show that they had. So I was able to, they clearly somebody just whipped this up who works there. But
it's a special Bob Dylan menu. That's
it's
the
a special Bob Dylan menu. There's nothing. There's no cheeky names for the dishes or anything. It's just,
yeah. And things were expensive. I got one of those menus before. I didn't eat, but I got one of the menus, and it wasn't cheap.
You think having dinner with
$30 if you want
you think having dinner with Gord Downey something? The last time Bill and I went to a concert, we sat beside Bubbles from the Trailer Park Boys. So yeah.
Dang. Hey, when I saw, since we're name dropping, when I saw Paul Simon, right in front of me was Michael Keaton, freaking Batman.
Wow.
There you go.
That's pretty good.
You might not be able to answer this, Curtis, but he's not very tall, is he? Like he might have been at your eye level.
Curtis
But
might not be able to answer.
He seemed tall to me.
Okay,
very, very tall.
There you go.
I was seated, and we were at the Hollywood Bowl, and it was it's like slanted, so it's hard to tell. I don't remember judging either way. You guys are the ones who are obsessed with height and
no, it's just small,
it was too short. And
because somebody was like doing all the Batman. They were comparing like all them, and Michael Keaton was like clearly like the shortest Batman, but he doesn't seem like it in the movie. But
I would believe that. Yeah, well, Tom Cruise doesn't seem short in every movie he's in. He's like 5'8".
Yeah, no, he's short for sure.
Yeah,
I could tell.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a drink in my house, chances are you are going to rest it on a Bob Dylan coaster that my wife had custom made for my birthday one year. And she had these made up, and then the company, it was just Vistaprint, I think, and they screwed it up. They screwed up the order, and they didn't send her the coasters. And as an apology, they sent her twice as many. So I have like 8 of these custom Bob Dylan coasters.
Those are one of a kind then. So how did she just put a bunch of photos? She made it herself?
Yeah, she said to hell with copyright law and just put it together. And
I mean, they look great. Are they different or they all look
like they're all the same?
Okay, that's cool. I like that.
They're pretty good. And a friend of mine sent me this for, I don't know if I can get them all out. He sent me some guitar picks. So they're all different. These ones are all different. I don't know. And then on the backs all have the Eye of Integrity logo on them. That you
Sweet.
But there's that one. There's like Springtime in New York, Bob. We got 1965 Bob. We got I don't know, Bob hanging out there. Contemplative Bob, wondering what to do next. So yeah, there's I got a bunch of those. I got my program from seeing Girl in the North Country. Bill, did you ever go see Girl from the North?
No.
It's great. It's great. Go see it.
Really?
If it comes back, go see it.
Not a big musical fan.
What? Bill?
No.
Broadway musicals? Come on. It's something you gotta like or not like. I don't know.
This is, I think, my wife's most hated item that I own. My buddy gave this to me. I love it. It is my Bob Dylan pillow cushion. I don't know why he's dressed like a French general,
Like Napoleon.
or like some sort of Baron von Dylan. But
Wow.
it's I
You've
guess
seen some action.
yeah, it's like I guess it's too intense, as a throw pillow to just throw on the bed, you guys. But that's a kind of an interesting item. What else?
Tell us the story of the poster in behind you, because what a bill. You got Bob Dylan and Joni Mitchell at Maple Leaf Gardens.
So this actually I ripped off of a wall on Bloor Street in Toronto when they were tearing down the theater. There's like an old theater on Bloor Street near Avenue Road, and they built a Indigo and a pottery barn or some crap there. So this was actually plastered to a construction wall. There was a bunch of them. This was the best condition one I could get. I did go to the show. It was Maple Leaf Gardens in October. I had floor seats, about maybe 30th row though. It wasn't the best seats I ever had, but
What
I
year
normally
was
I buy
that?
the posters, but this one I actually physically ripped off of a wall and saved.
What year?
1998.
I love how much of your Bob Dylan collection is stolen.
What else do I got here? Oh, so I'm gonna sneak some VHS in here just for
Oh, here we go.
bootleg VHS, nonetheless. This is my copy of Hard to Handle and Eat the Document on the same VHS.
Nice. Where did you procure that from?
I had a friend who he had a VHS of them, and he dubbed them over for me with
Nice.
must have had 2 VCRs. Now, because I have kids, I of course make sure that when they were little that they were dressed properly. We got that one. I got this one.
I hope they keep getting bigger like you got it for them as they grew up.
Yeah.
But then they also released all these children's books where they took Bob Dylan songs and they illustrated them and they made them into children's books. So I got Blowing in the Wind, Forever Young,
I got that one.
Dogs Run Free, Man Gave Names to All the Animals,
Wow.
If Not For You. And this one, have you seen this one, Bill, before?
No.
So this is an interesting one. It's the story of the young Bob Dylan.
Jeez.
It's quite a. I don't even know if they make this anymore, but it's just like going through. There's Bob dreaming in his bed, listening to the radio. There's the ships on Lake Superior. There's Woody Guthrie.
So you got spies at the bookstore just waiting to see what comes in?
No,
I
I got people that when they see this stuff, they know I want it, so it's Christmas gifts and whatever else. So also, this is one of my favorite items. I don't play this, but this is the Bob Dylan signature series Harmonica.
Wow.
Yeah.
Give us
It's
a
a
blow.
G. It's a key of G. So it has. I don't know if you can see that. It's got Bob Dylan's signature engraved into it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Come on, give us one blow. Oh,
Ooh. Is it Marine Band?
It is Marine Band. It comes with this special holder. So there was, I didn't get they released a set that they claim Bob actually played on stage. It was a very limited set.
I remember that.
This is this was just the standard signature series, but
that was still super expensive.
Yeah, it was. I mean, a harmonica is normally what, about $30 or so. This was clearly easily like $100. I think it was a Christmas present for sure. Now,
other Bill, let me throw a hypothetical. Well, in a moment, other Bill. Before we get off the harmonica thing, let me throw a hypothetical at you. Say you got one of the harmonicas that was played by Bob. Would you play it for a second just to say that you and Bob played the same harmonica?
Oh, hell yeah, for sure.
I would only suck it in too.
Get some of that spit.
Yeah. I don't know if I would tell people that's what I did, but
question for you from the chat, Bill, before you move on any farther. I don't know the answer. I have not heard this person, but are you familiar with Virgil Kinsley, a local Bob cover artist?
No, I can't say that I am. But I will check it out though, for sure.
He's doing a show at the Imperial Pub, celebrating 60th anniversary of debut album.
I know the Imperial Pub. It's I'd like to go.
Well, I don't know the Imperial Pub. Where's that?
If I'm thinking of it, the right one, is it not the one that's just near the Eden Center, like just off of Yonge Street, Dundas area? Like
that's the Zanzibar.
No, I'm not thinking of the Zanzibar. So I don't know, Bill. Do you have this? Do you have the box of Vision?
God, no. Are you kidding me? Digitally, I preserve it. But
now, what is that?
So inside the box of Vision, if you open it up,
oh,
these aren't vinyls. This is the spine of the booklets. So
wow.
If you what it is it holds your Bob Dylan CD collection. Now, a couple of them just fell out as I opened it, but essentially it's the entire catalog chronologically.
Dang.
So all the CDs are in there, and it has I can get it out here, a booklet with LP-sized album covers of every album that was released up until they made this box.
So what are all those CDs back there then? Are those just...
Those are empty. There's the cases. So the CDs are in the box division, but the cases are in the...
So it didn't come with the CDs. You have to add them.
Yeah, you have to add them yourself.
I see.
Yeah. It's got all the album art from all the LPs.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Don't rip any.
All the liner notes.
He's not you, Bill. Well, technically he is Bill, though.
Interesting that they used this one instead of the original saved with God's hand kind of coming down.
It's my favorite Bob Dylan album.
It's a great album. Can't go wrong with Saved.
Thank you.
Got Infidels. Yeah, so I mean, this was. It's kind of annoying. I mean, if you're listening to CDs, it's kind of annoying to get it out of the box and like get it out of the spot and put in your CD player and put it back. But collection-wise, it's I think it's a pretty nice piece.
Did that come out like the same time as the mono collection?
This came out earlier, much earlier in the mono collection. So Christmas in the Heart is the last album in this collection, which was what, 2005 or 6, maybe? I forget. But I remember I got the Christmas in the Heart album. It came with Christmas cards.
Did it?
Yeah, it was a deluxe version that actually came with real Christmas cards. And I sent them to my friends. I didn't keep them. I sent them to my friends. It also comes with this booklet that has all kinds of what do you guys like to say? A freema or in the book as well.
I like sundries myself.
Sundries. That's right.
I'm sticking this with sundries.
I like sundries.
And what else do I have?
Well, that giant box thing, I've never seen that in a store anywhere.
I don't even remember how we ordered it. I think it was some kind of thing that was on Expecting Rain that we saw that we ordered it. And then the final thing, I know I've shown this before, but I thought maybe it'd be interesting to see it kind of live, is my Japanese chocolate set.
Yes, we love that.
Which has every album. Let me get lined up here. So it has every album up until Christmas in the Heart as well. And so I used to live in Japan, and so I still had friends living there. And when Bob toured in 2010, I knew they had this chocolate set because the chocolate company advertised it, and it was only available at the venues. And the venues are kind of, sorry, it's a lot of glare there. The venues are listed on the back of the tour. And she sent me not one, but two. So I have two complete sets. So this is one complete set. These two boxes equal one complete set. I have two of these. And they're all still very much intact and in good condition.
Well,
and
you don't really need two, I think.
They're wrapped in plastic. They're like, they've faded a little bit. I mean, if you look at the color, there's a little bit of fade on there, a little bit of kind of bluish hue to them. But I'm amazed that the chocolates just haven't disintegrated by now, 12 years later.
You should try them.
No chance. No way.
There's some maniac.
If I took the plastic off, I just think like a poof of chocolate powder will just, it'll just disintegrate.
I got a question about Bob Dylan and Japan. Does Bob Dylan, when he puts out his albums in Japan, does he put out the albums with the extra tracks? Like, do you guys collect that, or does he even do that?
Not so much. I mean, I have some from when I was there. Like, for instance, like
the Obi strip.
This is like Shot of Love, Japanese version, and I mean, there's nothing really different other than inside there's the
Obi strip.
Yeah.
But there's no extra song on it.
There's no extra songs on it.
Okay.
No.
I know a collector who's really big into, like, if he's into a group, he'll make sure to get all the Japanese releases because they'll put extra songs on the Japanese release. So I was just wondering how far your Bob Dylan fandom went. But not every, like, AC/DC doesn't do that, for instance.
Oh, they don't?
No, they don't have any extra.
I was just wondering. I'm like, gosh, I wonder if like the Rolling Stones did that or Billy Joel.
They might. They might. Yeah, you have to check. But I mean, to me, it's not worth it. I mean, the albums were edited and put out to perfection in North America. North Americans were meant to hear it that way.
Well, yeah, and usually with Bob Dylan, if it's not on if it's an extra track or something like that, it's been released on the bootleg series, probably.
Yeah, a lot of those. End up in like a box set or the rarities collections or whatever.
Yeah. And Curtis, this was stolen too. This was stolen from a bar in the town I lived in Japan. They had this, and they had Down in the Groove in there. They had all these CDs on the wall, and you could just go pick a CD and give it to the bartender, and he'd put it on. And before I left, I knew nobody ever selected this or Down in the Groove to play in this bar, and no one would miss it. And I left him a couple of CDs in exchange.
You're a nice thief.
It was stolen from.
You're a thoughtful thief. You're an international thief as well. That's
right.
So that library book that you got, the first thing that you showed us, did you actually take that out as a kid in the library?
I took it out of high school and read it, and I loved it so much, and I knew no one would. Didn't seem like anyone would miss it. So
that's a tough read.
So did you just not return it and pay for it, or?
So eventually I came clean, and I felt bad. So I brought the book back, and I said, listen, I took the book. I want the book. Can I buy you a current edition of it and give it to the library, and you can use that instead? And they said, okay.
Wow.
And they took it. So maybe the new edition I gave them has been stolen since. I don't know.
You should go steal that one.
My high school had the just the paperback version of it, no hardcover.
Yeah, it's a nice. I mean, the jacket's a little torn, but I mean, the spine is still pretty good on it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
So we were talking about the like bonus tracks and stuff. How much of a collector are you? Like Bob Dylan released those copyright releases, extremely limited edition that were released to one record store in the UK somewhere. Did you get a hold of any of that stuff?
I know I didn't get a hold of that stuff.
Okay.
But
So
yeah.
he's not that big of a collector, guys.
What was the thing you just said? Sorry, it kind of it's glitched here.
To re-up his copyrights on a lot of early songs, you have to redistribute them into the marketplace. So instead of doing a wide distribution, he would only make like 200 copies of it and sell it at one store in Britain somewhere.
Yeah, because
So
he's
the
been
copyright
around
would be there.
Right. He's been around long enough that a lot of it would be public domain if he didn't do that, right?
Yeah. So, and then, the resellers grabbed them and they instantly went very, very expensive for just a CD with no artwork, by the way, just a marker on the cover.
Oh
saying,
my goodness.
And
they're not, are they different recordings that he actually, or they're just the original recordings?
No, I think they're live stuff, aren't they? Like early live recordings that are going over the 50-year mark kind of thing.
But it doesn't matter now because didn't he just sell all of his stuff?
Yeah, he doesn't have to worry about it, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. Well, Bill, man, you thank you for showing us all that.
Oh, and last thing I had to show you has nothing to do with Bob Dylan, but I thought Bill would be interested because we both had the same.
Oh, the Degas.
Right. El Degas. Yes.
The El Degas.
Wow.
In all its glory.
That is awesome.
Out of all the things to connect you guys, Bob Dylan, a name, and the Degas. That is something.
Kevin don't got no Degas.
No, I don't. Now I'm jealous. I want to change my name to Bill and get a Degas.
Yeah. Kevin's played the Degas, though.
I have. I got the blisters to prove it. I guess they're scars now.
Well, after that segment, like, we're probably never going to see in the mailbag again because you've showed us everything.
I have to go back to my brother-in-law and see what else he's got in the basement of it.
That's right.
Yeah, man. I want to see in those boxes we didn't have pictures of last time.
I sent Bill the one photo of the NES system. There was a weird cartridge inside of that.
Oh, right.
What? Bill?
I said I wasn't ready for the mailbag originally. We'll get to it.
Oh, okay. I see.
I got that. I gotta dig that up.
I'm just so thankful I'm not up in that square because I don't have to follow that.
Yeah, Curtis.
I'm telling you.
Just swap, Bill. Just swap us. Make Kevin.
No, you got the duck, and you got to follow that.
Yeah, stupid duck.
All right. Bill, of course, you're welcome to stick around, or if you want to take off, I leave it up to you.
Yeah, I mean, normally when the show's on, I miss it live because I put my kids to bed or whatever. But I stick around for a little bit. But if I duck out, don't worry. I will. I try to pop back in here and there, and then I always watch the show in its entirety the next day or the day after. But I'm always a little bit disappointed when I miss the live chat.
Well, who like when you rewatch it, you can be honest. Who do you skip over? Like you're just like, okay, enough of that guy, and just get to the good stuff.
I don't skip over anybody. Sometimes if I'm going through it and it's, I don't know, if I'm in a hurry, I'll skip over things, but usually I don't skip over anything. I usually watch the whole thing because I find if I skip over things, I miss something.
Yeah, you might.
That's right. You'd miss Kevin's head injury. You don't want to miss that.
Well, as when Kevin was talking about the Pursuit of Happiness, I think on the last show, right?
Yeah.
So, I think I said the mid '90s, but it was early. It was either late '80s or early '90s. I saw them at Fort Henry with the Tragically Hip.
That's awesome.
I remember kids at school having the TO, what is it? The TPOH white T-shirt with like TPOH on it, and so it's it was a killer show. I would
Yeah, that would have been something,
I
man.
wouldn't mind going back in time and seeing that again.
Yeah.
Fort Henry.
Fort Henry, yeah. They have a goat.
I never,
They keep a live goat at Fort Henry.
I don't remember the goat.
Yeah.
I went. Do they still do the tours there? At
I
Fort
think so,
Henry? Yeah.
It's
I
part of
went
the
there once.
Lawrence Parks system.
I went there once as a kid. I got a kick out of it. How everyone talks like as if you're in the early or late 1800s or whatever.
And then I don't know if you remember, but I think the thing that stuck out of my mind, because I lived in Kingston, so we would go there often, and the bathroom was just this like trough.
Oh yeah.
So,
I do remember that.
You and your classmates lined up at the trough.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Well,
I remember bars that had the trough.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
still have bars like that.
the where the Bills play in Buffalo, there's troughs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Cool.
Bathroom.
Kingston. I love Kingston. I grew up in Prince Edward County, Bill. So I know Kingston.
Yeah.
Curtis, please. We've put you off long enough. Take over.
Whew, I don't know what to start with. It's oh boy. Okay.
Is it a chest flex? Is that what we're starting off with?
Got any
I
library
tried to find
books?
something for Curtis. I know somewhere in my basement I have the GNR Patience cassette single.
Ooh.
And on one side it's the regular single, and on the other side they took the vocal track off, so you can sing along to Patience on the B side.
Karaoke version.
Yeah.
I would be into that. That would be
Curtis is heading up this way right now. Drop everything.
If I find it, I'll send a photo, but I haven't been able to.
That would be awesome. You should. Yes, please. All right. Why don't we start with some vinyl? So this is a happy ending story. You remember many
I like
moons-
happy endings.
Yeah, many. By the way, my lighting is getting terrible. I thought it was all great, but now the sun's going down. So I'm starting to lose the light. What can you do? Anyway, happy ending, right? A few months ago, I picked up a record. It was brand new, and it sucked right out the gate. Sucked as in it didn't play correctly. Do you remember which one that was?
I do, but maybe for the viewers, you should let them know.
Well, what was it, Bill?
Well, I don't want to ruin it for you. They're
No,
waiting.
please go ahead and ruin it. By
Please.
all means. By all means. Nobody.
Yeah. Go ahead. This thing's cutting out.
Is it cutting out?
Hello?
It was this guy.
Oh, right. Yes.
And so a couple days ago, I went and purchased some vinyls, and I said to the guy, I thought, let's just throw this out there and see what happens. I said, look, buddy, I bought a record here like months ago at this point, so I'm not expecting anything from you, but it was Ozzy Osbourne, and it didn't work when it played. And he's like, well, bring it by, and we'll see what we can do. So today, I brought mine over there. I said, here it is. And they're like, let me see. Okay. What kind? You playing it on one of them suit box case record players? And I was like, no, sir. I have an amazing record player.
They heard about your record player.
The legend.
I looked up like a really expensive one, just so if he asked me that question, I can say, I played it on a, whatever doodad. And he put it on. Right. And he's like, and there was another guy that worked there, he out fixing the shelves or whatever. He's like, hey, Greg, see if you hear this thing skip. And he puts it on, and Crazy Train was the one that was bad. Immediately, Crazy Train skipping like really bad. And so it kind of proved my point. And the guy said, we'll get you. Well, he said, don't grab another one because it's probably from the same pressing. And I said, yeah, but this was like months ago. So you guys have probably, you have since restocked it. I know that because it's been out when I've been here since. So he said, well, grab another one. And so I got another one. And this one plays perfectly. So happy ending. Months later, that guy, I give them like extra credit because it really was a while ago that I got it. But to be fair, like, you know, it was a while after I opened it. So what are you supposed to do? You know, so
It would have been great to cap off the story and said you stole it.
yeah. I'm not Bill. I don't have balls. But I was there a few days ago, and I brought some stuff that, you know, they trade. I had some old Blu-rays and stuff of that. So I traded it in for credit, and I got some stuff. And let's see what I got. I got Billy Joel, Street Life Serenade. So this was what's up?
I got that.
Yeah, this is a good one. This is one of his earlier albums. I think this is his third album. The big ones on this would probably be Los Angelinos and The Entertainer is the big one.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of his earlier ones, but it was one of the ones I was missing. Now I have everything up. I'm missing his last 2 albums, which I guess came out on vinyl, but they never even come up on eBay.
Like Stormfront?
I need Stormfront and River of Dreams.
Yeah. Though, see, like Stormfront, you might be able to find, but River of Dreams, like that was 92,
93, I think.
Yeah, like they might have come out on vinyl, but very limited copies. Like anything in that era, that's when they were phasing them out and you know, wanting people to buy CDs. So unless it's been reissued since.
Well, I thought it was reissued, and I don't mind getting a reissue. I thought it was reissued like 10 years ago or so, but I don't even see any of those. I can't find anything. But I swear I was at a record store like 10 years ago, and I remember passing on it. I got the other, like I was going to get it, but I got something else instead. And now I'm like kicking myself because I remember that cover is very like memorable, you know? But yeah. So anyway, I'm not going to show it. It's just a typical vinyl. I got that one. Cross that off the old list. This one I picked up just because it was cheap. I haven't listened to it yet, so I can't speak to its quality, but I thought, why not? That was The Best of Bowie. Because I don't know if I'm such a big Bowie fan that I would go out and get a bunch of his records, but I do like a lot of his, you know, singles and stuff. So I thought, this puts them all together. Why not? And this was released in 1980, I believe. So this is the stuff that's on there.
What label is that?
This. What is that?
Kaytel. I smelled. I thought for sure that looks weird.
Oh, yeah.
What's Kaytel? Pray tell.
Well, that's what they made their bread and butter doing these
compilation.
I've got a Gordon Lightfoot Kaytel collection.
It's definitely one of those ones that they squeeze like a million tracks on.
Yeah, that's what Kaytel was known for.
Yeah,
they were like the budget release. Like you would, you know, collect stamps at the gas station or at the grocery store, and you build up enough stamps to get yourself a Kaytel record. Normally, they would be just a hodgepodge of different, you know, songs from the 70s or whatever.
I bet my Kenny Rogers is a Kaytel.
It could be.
That one's similar. And then this one, I was excited because you never find these freaking used. It's so rare you come across these used, at least for me. Like they always seem to be gobbled up. So to find anything from this band used is a treat because I don't typically like to buy it new if I can help it. And that was
oh, nice.
I listened to that album in its entirety the other night.
Me too.
Now, I had an uncle in a biker gang, and he once made me a bootleg cassette with Back in Black on one side and Cyndi Lauper's She's So Unusual on the other side.
Two of my favorite albums right there. That's perfect.
I mean, this is just, come on. This is one of the best, right?
Can't go wrong there.
So I believe this is reissue, obviously.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
2003.
Yeah. But come on.
But that's the 180 gram, right? That's a thick girthy.
Oh yes, it's the girthy one.
Yeah.
By the way, some of us have heard Kevin and his wife Sarah play the title track of that vinyl with their little twosome band. Sarah on the drums.
Yeah. It's been probably about a decade and a half since we've done it, but yeah,
She
it
nailed
has
it.
happened. Yeah.
You guys nailed it.
And yeah, so that's what I got, and I got that with credit, so it felt nice being able to get these all in credit. That's always a nice feeling. So yeah.
So you traded in stuff to get that credit?
Going to be here. I can't wait to show. Oh, yeah. I traded in. I had some. So
I forgot to send Bandy the link.
Yeah. So
He's probably like, what the hell?
Crap.
We'll get Blu-rays sent to it when we get screeners during screener season. If a Blu-ray is already out for a film, they'll send it to us, right?
Okay.
So it's just like a regular Blu-ray copy. It's not a you must destroy this screener copy. It's just a regular Blu-ray, and we get all these Blu-rays. But I'm like, I don't care about these movies. Like, why do I need the Lego Batman movie? Like, I don't care about that.
All right.
So I had this big stack that I'm not going to display it with the rest of mine because I'm like, these don't represent me. So I went and sold them and turned them into records.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I sent Bandy the link. God, sorry, Matt. I keep forgetting he's not in our group chat.
And by the way, Blu-rays do not trade in for much.
No, I like the mission thrift that I go to. They have a tough time selling them because most people the max they went with media was DVDs.
Yeah,
that's all they'll buy.
It's funny too because now Blu-rays are getting collectible because exactly what you said. It was like I don't know if they started making smaller print runs of it, but some of these movies are like,
oh yeah, a lot of them are for sure.
Well, a lot of thrift stores now are doing the free DVD day. Take up to 10 free DVDs.
You're kidding?
No.
Wow.
I haven't seen that, but my mission thrift did have a sale on DVDs, like 50 cents or something like that. Yeah. A lot of them did go. So I went today, and the shelf was half empty. But
okay, and for Curtis, we can do a quick little dive into the mailbag to show what Bill sent me earlier in the week. Inside the NES box, as brother-in-law's house, was this thing.
What is that? Is that like a Chinese knockoff card?
Yeah.
Did it have 110 games on it?
I didn't plug it in, so I don't know. But we only played the N64 when we were there.
Do you know? Did he get that game like recently, or is that an
old? No, that would have been like put in there like 20 years ago.
Really?
Left for Dead, yeah.
Huh. Look how clean this thing is. It's ridiculous.
He's so meticulous. Like all the stuff is just repackaged like brand new. But he played it. Like he played all of it. All the time.
So yeah, I've never seen that cartridge either.
And I told Bill, the Killer Instinct Super NES game that he does have the CD that comes with it. With the
the killer soundtrack? Yeah.
Yeah, the Killer soundtrack. He does have that CD.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Good soundtrack, by the way. So I see SV98 said, and I'm looking it up, and yeah, they do, but it's $50.
Oh, look at that tracking error behind you, Curtis. Oh,
yeah, the old calibration.
Yeah, it's going a little squirrely.
Now we got it. We're back on top. Now, see, right. $50. I don't know if I can spend $50 on Stormfront. What?
$50?
Yeah. Okay. So I want to find that in the store. I feel like I could find that one, but I don't know.
So we're at the 1 hour mark. I just want to remind everyone again, on the future, we are going to do that relist the White Album into a single album. We got to do that at some point. So any viewers at home want to participate, we're going to listen to the White Album and we're going to recut it together to fit on one disc. What you think would make the perfect single disc White Album?
I'm almost done with mine. You guys been working on yours?
Yeah,
Well, no,
big time.
but I did get as far as to realize that there's a lot of short songs on that.
Yeah.
So we said a maximum of 12
Well,
songs, right? Do we want to stick to that, or
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
So that is happening. Yeah. Oh, SF98 has found a.
Freaking on it.
Where are you looking at? Amazon.ca or .com? Where are you, SF?
Well, that's a good point.
Anywho, this isn't the shopping channel for Curtis. We got to keep it moving. We got to
I'm
see.
just asking for clarification.
Just calm down. Hold on. Yes, I don't see that. That must be Canada. Anyway, sorry. The White Album thing. Speaking of, that's weird. I was doing the White Album thing with Layla in the car today. I said, "Hey, I want to do a little experiment with you," and we were playing it. And I said, "Hey, tell me which ones you would keep." I don't even think she got to 12. She was a tough critic. She's like,
"Wow,
the White Album sucks. There's no memorable songs on this. I didn't realize I don't really like the White Album."
Wow.
But then it would get to like, they say it's your birthday. Oh, I like this one.
Well, she's free to do her version. It can
Yeah.
only have maybe just 5 tracks on it.
Yeah. It's the single release of the White
EP.
Album. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay. Kevin, what's going on? Is it new stuff or collection stuff today?
Well, new stuff, of course. It's just too much work for me to go into the collection and pull stuff out. But for me, the best thing that I got, I only got an image of it. I don't know if it'd be too much work for Bill to pull it up.
You should be able to share it.
Yeah.
Can I?
share it.
Yeah. That's what I always do.
Hold on.
Wow.
Window. This okay. I
Curtis-
can't put it in though.
Hey, you be careful, Mrs. Stola Bob. My fiance you're talking about.
She has a point with your impression. It does lean
That is
way.
spot on. It was like Layla was here.
Is it Dame Edna Australian, or am I wrong about that?
Oh,
There's my pickup. So I've been looking for a long time for a new receiver, but I wanted like a vintage receiver, but I didn't want to pay like an arm and a leg for it. So this was at a thrift shop. I found it for $25. I want to say. I think it was 25. I just quickly looked up the brand because it was a Sherwood, and I'm sure that's why it was still there, because it was kind of like, who knows what the heck a Sherwood is. But I did a quick search on it, and they said that,
Sony
in this,
Guts.
no, it's not Sony Guts. I would have left it there if it was Sony Guts. That this brand, I think they were bought out by Panasonic in like 83 or something like that. But this is when they were still their own company from 82, just right at the end. And so for $25, it was a bit of a risk. I wanted something with more dials and stuff and more impressive looking, but whatever. I took it
I
home.
love all the buttons on there.
Well, yeah, and the only thing is the buttons don't light up, and if you don't know what's what, it's like if you want to change inputs, it's like, hold on, let me go turn on the light so I can figure out what's the next one. But let me tell you, hook this thing up, put it in the system. Fantastic. It sounds great. I love it. I am so happy with it. So I don't care what the audio files say or whatever. Sounds good. It's great. So that's my happy story. So that's my number one pickup.
None of the front lights up with anything?
Sort of. I can't remember what. I have to turn it on. It's the FM. Yeah, just the FM. Like that window.
Okay,
that's just like the FM. So there's no like audio meters or anything like that. but that's it. It's just a digital out display for FM stereo. So not very fancy or anything like that, but it sounds really good. It's got it where it counts. You know, kind of like the Millennium Falcon. It's got it where it counts. And then the other stuff I picked up, I don't know, got some stuff. It's not as crazy as you guys. I got this Django Reinhardt vinyl. You know the Django, right?
Yeah. Impressive. But hold on, you picked up more pieces of hardware, if I recall.
Well, I'll get there. I'll get there. I'll get there if I feel like it. If I get there, whatever.
You will.
Ooh.
Well, this was on top, so I just wanted to get to this thing. So yeah, Django Reinhardt. If you don't know anything about Django Reinhardt, Django had, I think, polio, kind of messed up his hand. But this, in spite of that, he is considered one of the greatest jazz guitarists of all time. And there's a fantastic Woody Allen movie from the year 2000 starring Sean Penn, who plays this jazz guitarist. And he thinks he's the greatest jazz guitarist of all time. And then he hears, someone gives him a record of Django Reinhardt and hears him play. And he realizes that not only does he suck, but he doesn't even match this guy with the one hand. So it said it's colored vinyl, and on the cover, that's a yellow. But the actual color is an orange. What's up with that?
What's up with that? Indeed.
Yeah, I like that too.
But yeah, I still like it. So this is a whole series. You know, the 21st century or 20th century remasters? That's the company who's got a whole series of these. And that's probably why I was able to pick it up for cheap. But it sounded great.
By the way, Chris Roberts in the chat.
Oh, shut the chat down. We're gonna have to shut the chat down.
I don't see Chris Roberts in the chat. You must. Oh, there he is. Okay, I'm on my chat's on the delay. I don't know how I feel about it. They kind of changed the cover and stuff. Like that's the original cover, and they do their own thing. So I don't know, but it sounded good. All right, if you want to get to the hardware, so I, as you know, I'm looking for HD DVDs. I did find a couple of HD DVDs themselves. The stellar movie, Stardust. This is the big inspirational blockbuster hit, Stardust.
I hear that's kind of underrated, though. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it. No.
I hear it's actually pretty good. It's the guy that directed. It's Matthew Vaughn, I believe, right? He directed the Kingsman movies, and the Kick-Ass movies, right? Is that guy?
Okay.
And he did Stardust. What?
Yeah, it was one of his earlier films. I hear it's pretty good. I haven't seen it.
If this doesn't impress you, my next movie that I picked up will floor you. Get ready to lift yourself up off the floor because I also got the Scorpion King.
It's The Rock. He's right behind me right now.
There you go. See, I told you. Pick yourself up off the floor now.
Oh my gosh.
So it's got the DVD. It's a flipper. It's a flipper.
It's a flipper.
It's a flipper. Yeah, it's got the DVD on one side and the HD DVD on the other.
Oh, that's dumb.
Yeah, some of them were like that, and some of them had you'd get both, or you wouldn't get the DVD at all. This one was just the HD DVD, no DVD in there.
That's the way it should be. You got to commit to it. You know.
See, this one just HD DVD, and this one is a combo format.
No.
Well, Kevin's committing to HD apparently.
Yeah, so
stupid. Are you going for the full set? Is that why?
No. Because then I would have to buy like a lot of dumb stuff, like dumber than this stuff.
You just bought the Scorpion King.
Dumber than this stuff, like stuff that I have like Mission Impossible 3. Oh my God! Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Have you watched it yet? Have you watched it yet?
No. Why would I? No, I haven't. If I find it on HD DVD, then maybe I'll buy it and watch it.
Richard told you to watch it.
He did, yes. Okay, so
Kevin, I don't mean to be a rude guest, but I got to duck out. So
I don't blame you. I duck out of this too.
I just gotta put the kids to bed. But I
All
appreciate everybody having me on the show, and I will finish watching the show tomorrow or later tonight.
Right on. Thanks
Awesome
for
to
coming
talk
on.
to you, sir.
Welcome
Thanks,
back anytime.
Yep.
We'll put you behind the duck. All right. Okay, so Bill left at the greatest time because I'm about to pull out some HD DVD players. The players.
For this guy.
So I have an HD DVD player, but it is like a basic model. It came out very late. They in the HD DVD life cycle, they were in big competition with Blu-ray. Blu-ray had the 1080p, but both machines were very, very expensive. So in order to cut costs in that, they put out a 1080i machine in order to cut the price down and try to get more sales out the door. So that's one of the ones I had.
That's
1080i.
What's the difference between 1080i and 1080p?
So more lines of resolution.
In I or P?
In P. I stands for interlacing, and P stands for progressive. So I'm not exactly sure if that still counts with the LCD displays, but basically on the old cathode ray tubes, interlace, you had a laser in the back of the tube that would fire at the front of the tube. Bill knows all this, of course, because he took television and was probably got an A+ in tech. But
dude, he didn't remember that I got Ozzy Osbourne. I
know.
I wouldn't count on him being able to remember something from like 50 years ago.
So
525 lines.
Yes. So the laser at the back of the tube would shoot from the back of the tube towards the front, and that image would go back and forth. The laser would go back and forth. So interlace meant that the laser would go like this, and then it would create more of the image as it come back, and then it would go like this, and then it would come back and go like this, and that's what's called an interlaced image. It would interlace those two lines in order to give you a full image. Progressive scan was always higher quality because it would just shoot across and then turn off, come back, shoot across, turn off, come back. So you're getting a pure image all the way through. So you're getting more lines of resolution in there. So that's the difference. So on an LCD screen, if the image is only at 1080i, it's almost the equivalent to like 900p or even 720p. It's just a more fuzzy. There's less detail, so it's a little more fuzzy image. So progressive scan P was a sharper image. So because my machine only had 1080i, when I went out to the thrifts a couple of weeks ago, I was elated to find this is a Toshiba Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one.
Oh, spoiler alert.
The Toshiba A2, which is a full 1080p machine. So it's an HD DVD player.
That's slick looking too.
Why?
Yeah, this was like the top of the line one. This is one that like you'd pay like
Right.
$600 for this sucker.
Why are you doing this, Kevin? Come
That
on.
matches my current VCR so well, my Toshiba. That would look so awesome on top of it. It'd be like beautiful.
So I found that, and then right after, I found this. So this was an A2, and this is an A3. This is also, it came out later. It's also just 1080i, but it was sitting there for $10, so I couldn't help but to pick it up. So I post these, of course, on my Instagram, Real Canadian Grooves. And Bill right away starts licking his chops like he is right now. Like, I need one of those. I need one of those.
I'm supporting you.
I need one of those so bad. And it's like, Bill, you already have an HD DVD, but the one he has apparently isn't good enough. So he wants one of these or something like that. But Bill, you're not gonna want these after I tell you that they don't work. That's the unfortunate thing is I took them home and they don't work. So
Why?
So apparently, I couldn't get any audio out of these, and first thing I tried to do is update the firmware on them. And what you had to do back in the day to update the firmware on these and the early Blu-ray players too, is you had to burn the firmware onto a CD, not a DVD, a CD. If you burn it onto a DVD, the player's like, I don't know what the hell this is. I can't handle that. You got to put it onto a CD. So I had to find my blank CDs that were packed away somewhere. But I did find them, put the firmware on it, and put it into the machine. And I start up this stupid movie, The Transformers. Never seen it before. I thought, what better movie, big action-packed movie to...
And he got hooked. Loves it.
So I put it in, and no audio. There's no audio coming out of it. I can get audio on a DVD, a regular DVD. It'll play, but not an HD DVD. So I update the firmware. Still wouldn't do it. Wouldn't work. So I did like all sorts of searching and everything. Search online. What can I do? There people had like turn it off, leave it off for like a day, and then turn it back on, and it'll come back and all that. But basically, came to the conclusion that the actual audio chips in there that decode the audio from the HD DVD discs are fried. They're toast. It uses a different set for regular DVDs to decode audio off of DVDs. That's why that's working, and the other one isn't. So unless I can find the chips and go in there and rip them out the old ones and put fresh ones in, they're pretty much just regular DVD players. They're not going to do any sort of HD DVD. So I said, well, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to just, put in, I'm going to put my old player back in there, and I'm going to watch me some Transformers. So I start watching Transformers, and it gets to halfway through the movie, and then the thing dies. My old HD player just, I'm like, what is going on here? This is ridiculous. So I'm like, well, the disc must be screwed up, right? So I took like an old, movie that I watched before, put that in there. It works fine. It's just not working with this Transformers thing. So I take this Transformers, I put it in here, in these ones, and they work fine in here because the firmware has been updated on these ones. So it'll play them fine. But on my old one that I haven't updated the firmware on, it won't play. Okay, so what's the solution? Update the firmware, right? Well, unfortunately, this is the Toshibas. You can still find the firmware for the Toshibas online, but my old one's like a Ventura model. It was like a Canadian-only brand model. Can't find any firmware for it. Now, it's possible that the Toshiba firmware might work in it, or it will brick the player.
Yeah. That sounds risky.
Well, when I turn it on, like all the
stand to
software
lose?
in it looks exactly the same. Like all the, the layout and the GUI and all that. It's all the same as the Toshiba, right?
You got
So
nothing to lose.
In theory, it should. Well, what I have to lose is at least that player will play some of my HD DVDs. It just won't play this stupid movie.
No, Kevin, you're wrong. You have nothing to lose.
You know what? You're kind of right. I made it an hour into this movie, though.
Not as good as the Burger King commercial, I will say.
What a piece of garbage! Like I'm talking about pacing. How much I love pacing. I'm an hour into this. Where are the Transformers? You got a little bit of Bumblebee and this little
about
stereo.
It's
called Transformers.
Movies for Transformers. You go
where is the Optimus Prime?
I want Shia LaBeouf, Megan Fox, Shia's parents.
The guy on the cover. Where is this guy? I haven't even seen him yet.
Isn't he in one?
I'm an hour in. I haven't seen this guy yet. No Megatron, no Jazz, no
Starscream.
No Starscream.
You got a weird sand thing right off the bat, didn't you? Some kind of sand transformer.
Yeah, that's right.
Scorponok or whatever.
Yeah.
Scorponok.
Yeah, he's there. But no, not this guy. He's not there.
I have a bit of bad news to report.
Oh no.
I don't like to say it because I don't want to lose viewership. live chat. They've been waiting, but like to be honest with everyone.
He's not going to make it, is he?
Matt Bandy's not making it tonight.
Is it because we went too early? Is that why he's rebelling?
He just got home late shift.
Hmm.
Chris Roberts is in the chat talking about football. Surely he can jump in, but
second person to text me that during this.
Anyways.
Well, the Blue Jays got a third baseman yesterday, so
Montreal Canadiens
third base yesterday too. What's up?
That's right. Yeah, the Dodgers did. They signed Friedman, right? Freddie Freeman.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pay attention.
I was talking hockey. Montreal Canadiens.
All right. What do you want? Do you want movies or do you want CDs?
See, we lost Miss Elba Bob because no Bandy.
That got HD DVD talk. She's just done.
Yeah.
You want
probably a good thing we didn't follow up other Bill with Kevin.
I told you. Do you want formats that work or do you want CDs? What do you want?
Oh, just a quick question with the audio thing. So, like the optical out, the regular composite out, nothing works.
The chip that decodes the HD, like the audio, and then sends it out to all the outputs: the HDMI, the RCA, the optical. That's
wild.
Yeah.
Is that common in your research?
Well, as common as they are on 12-year-old forums on the internet, because nobody has bothered with any of this stuff for
12-year-old
for 12 years. Like nobody has cared. So I found one guy that's had the same problem, and then a couple other guys said, "Yeah, it's probably the chip in it, and it's probably gone." So
okay.
I remember I worked at Hollywood Video during the time that HD, DVD, and Blu-ray were out at the same time. And we had the walls right next to each other. And I remember us always talking based on like what films were released, who was going to win. Just based solely on that. And I remember always thinking like, Blu-ray's got this in the bag. Like everything crappy goes to HD, DVD, but Blu-ray gets all the good stuff.
Well, really, they were both struggling because if you remember, the streaming was already coming in. Streaming was kind of already taking over. And
how do you think I lost that job at Hollywood Video?
There you go. And the reason why Blu-ray really was the PlayStation 3, because at least PlayStation 3 owners had a Blu-ray player. So they were like, I might as well get the Blu-ray because I got this PlayStation 3.
And PlayStation 2 did the same for DVDs. That's crazy.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So there you go. What's PlayStation 5 going to do?
Nothing. It's an air conditioner.
It does look like an air purifier, at least.
It's so big and ugly. I can't believe that's the PlayStation 5. It's so gross.
I'm hoping the 2.0 was going to look and feel better.
I say just go on to the 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. CDs or movies? What do you want?
Movies.
All right.
Yes.
Good, because these CDs kind of suck.
Oh, good. I had
you chose wisely. Although I did post some of this stuff already. Which Blu-rays do you want first? Do you want the ones that are going to piss off Bill right off the bat, or do you want me to save those till the end?
Let's piss off Bill right now.
Right now? Okay.
We need to get the viewership back
All
up.
right. What was Bill's favorite? Remember what you were asking him some trivia questions, I believe? Or no, sorry. We got to do that. Sorry, it was Chris Roberts who was asking him some trivia questions about some of Bill's favorite movies. What's one of Bill's favorite movies? Do you remember? Do you remember what movie it was?
Like an actual favorite or one he hates? But you're
one he hates. He hates this movie because he's irrational. He probably hasn't even seen it. He sees the cover and he turns his nose up at it.
Oh,
it's got his favorite movie star in it. She's right on the cover. There's a clue. It's a she.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I don't even have a good guess. Is it? No, I don't know.
All right. I might as well. You're going to kick yourself once you see it, but
probably
we got ourselves some Pretty in Pink right here.
Pretty in Pink, of course.
With Bill's favorite actress.
Right. You're right.
Molly Ringwald. So this came
Molly
out
Ringwald?
and Some Kind of Wonderful right there. Right there, the John Hughes
But
classics.
continuing the theme of absolutely butchering the already perfect like cover art that existed, like the movie posters, you know.
I don't mind this one so much. This one's kind of okay, but yeah, this one's a little, but whatever. They came out, so these had not been released on Blu-ray, I don't believe. So we got these steelbook editions. I got these for Sarah, and she gave me the okay to open them,
Both of them.
unbox them. So
To
there you go.
unbox
Codes given away.
Yeah. So let's see what extra stuff we can find in here for Bill. Some
I don't
ephemera.
recommend getting the codes for these movies, but
Do you think I should give you the codes for these movies, Bill? You think you should take them? Maybe watch them with your daughter. It's a coming of age film. I think she would appreciate it. I think she would appreciate the content in here.
Bill, why do you hate women?
Usually on these steel books, we get something on the back. We'll get an image on the back. Let's see what we got. Oh, we got. I just wanted them to know that they didn't break me. There you go. That's the message of the film. That is interesting. Bill is tuning out, sabotaging my segment here. Yeah, you'll appreciate the imagery on the Blu-ray itself. It's a nice vinyl.
Oh, that is
Record.
cool.
Pretty cool, eh?
yeah.
Man, what a shame that we lost John Hughes
Yeah.
so early, and even more of a shame that he kind of just like retired so early.
He was done, yeah. All right, and there's the image on the back with Bill's favorite actress.
You guys got a favorite John Hughes film?
Ooh, well, Uncle Buck.
Planes. Didn't he do Planes, Trains, and Automobiles?
Yep.
Yeah.
Come on. Nothing better than that.
I think I'd probably have to go Ferris Bueller.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
But personally, Uncle Buck, I could just watch that movie right now. I've seen it a million times. Okay.
Uncle Buck, that'd be a good name for that store.
Right?
Come on.
God damn it. Well, he
Here
didn't
goes.
believe me about VHS, so he's not taking any ideas from people.
There
Yeah.
you go, Bill. You got to open up a store right beside him. Let's call it
Uncle Buck.
Uncle Bill's for a buck VHS store and prove him wrong. All right, here's some kind of wonderful. Let's see what imagery we got on the back.
Some kind of wonderful.
You look good wearing my future.
Wow.
Ooh.
And look at those. Got some diamonds there. Very good.
Ugh.
There's the crew on the back.
Groovy.
How does that look like something you'd want to watch? It just looks awful.
And we got the drums. She was a drummer. So you got a snare drum there. That's pretty cool.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah.
Looks like a nipple.
And looks like you got sort of the classic cover here on the back, which there you go.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Ooh, Leah Thompson.
Oh man.
All right. So then, of course, Bill's favorite website, Unobstructed View, had some had a Criterion sale on. So I picked up 4 movies. If you follow me over on at Real Grooves or at Canadian Grooves or Real Canadian Grooves or
Get
just
it
Canadian
straight.
Grooves, or follow me on the socials. You saw me post this, so I picked up Marriage Story.
Great film.
Loved it.
Phenomenal.
These are a little better than my HD DVD. Like, I don't know, it's kind of close, right? But 12 Angry Men,
That's a good
The
one.
Ridge
Mm.
with Henry Fonda. Henry Fonda was just like the best everyday man.
What are the extras in that? Like,
Oh, there's tons of stuff. Tons. All that.
Yeah, look
That-
it up, Bill.
That's just all extras right there.
okay.
This one was more for Sarah, Carnival of Souls. I appreciate it, but it's not really my thing.
And
kind
you
of a
saved the
creepy-
best for last.
I don't know if I did. I got Election here.
I love that movie.
I love it too.
Election's great. That's like such an underrated Matthew Broderick film.
Yeah, I agree. That's another actor that Bill loves, right? Matthew Broderick.
Yeah,
I like him.
Hi, how you doing? Okay.
Reese is okay.
that would be Kylo Ren and Black Widow.
Right.
That's right. Yeah. Okay.
2 hours of them fighting, isn't it?
Have you seen it, Bill?
No, God.
It is fantastic. It is
Yep.
good.
Phenomenal.
Excellent
Really
movie.
good.
For anyone who enjoys characters and real, like characters going through real life struggles.
I've had enough marriage trauma.
I've heard people say that, but it's. Anyways, picked up on the thrifts, the Big Hero 6. No fans of it.
Yeah, I like
good
it.
one.
Kids like that one.
That was good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
By the way, that
I remember
Criterion sale was a bit of a scam.
The what was
The Criterion sale was a bit of a scam because I tried to order the Last Waltz Criterion
No,
and they didn't.
no. What happened was you tried to pre-order something during their sale of stock that they had already,
All Criterion,
and
which
they
normally do.
clarified that that's a pre-order, not something that we have in stock, so that's why it's not on sale. And it's kind of like trying to explain civics to one of those truckers,
No,
when you're trying to explain, like, that's not the way things work. Like when you try to say, like, yeah, the mandates ended, but it's not because of the truckers, it's because they were ending anyway, and they just don't get it. It's kind of like that.
I think
like
the truckers planned it to coincide with the ending to make it seem like they accomplished something.
I don't think they're that clever. I don't think they're clever enough to plan it.
You're probably right.
How about this series? You guys a fan of the Deadwoods? The Timothy Oliphants?
Never seen it.
No, it's all about the Al Swearingen. Come on.
He was amazing in this show.
He stole that
Absolutely.
show.
Absolutely. But this is the Blu-ray complete set.
Oh, nice.
Kind of like roughed up.
Wow. Have you seen the movie?
I have not. It's been on my PVR for like 2 years. I
haven't
think
seen it either, but I don't know. I kind of feel like I would need to watch the show again before.
So now I don't have that excuse anymore. I got the whole thing. So
there you go.
And I saved the best for last. And that's it. I'm done after this. Tapped out completely.
The Scorpion King 2.
No, I that would be something. No, this is better than the Scorpion King 2. This, I don't know. I don't know what the reaction is going to be for Grace Under Fire, the complete series.
The Chuck Lorre classic.
Chuck, created by him. This is actually a really good show.
I've never seen it, so I have no.
So, Roseanne was a huge hit, and Chuck Lorre was one of the not showrunners, but he was high up on the writing for that Roseanne show, and he left and spun off and did this Grace Under Fire, and you got you got Dave Thomas there from SCTV fame, and the lady who played Lulu Hogg in the Dukes of Hazzard series. Right,
I still need to watch that Strange Brew movie.
That's a good movie. But anyways, it's a cheesy, fun sitcom. It went on sale on the Amazons there, so it was like $27 for the whole series.
She's like a working class bartender, right?
Nope, she's not a bartender.
Waitress.
Nope, she's just not a waitress.
Guess I'm thinking of a wrong show.
Probably. No, she works at a factory. I don't know what they make there. They make something, but she's like she's working with the dudes, with the guys, right?
I remember her working in a diner.
And there's your memory, Bill, and then there's reality. Okay, so I actually watched the show, so I could tell you what it is, or we can sit here and have you try to remember what it is.
It was called 10 Forward, and she gave advice.
Kevin, do you know who that is? Oh.
That is a Blank Screen. I haven't seen him before.
You should recognize the guy.
Is that Undertaker? Is Undertaker coming? It's all dark.
No, that's got to be Kane. That's got to be
Who?
Kane.
I don't know, Kane.
Kane's Undertaker's brother.
Oh my goodness!
What about the
You're
guy who
alone
died?
in
He looked
wrestling
familiar.
tonight,
Hey?
Curtis.
What's that? Say that again.
It's just you with wrestling. You don't have any of your buddies here to back you up. So.
I know. This blows, man.
Who's the guy that died? There was some wrestler guy. That
Oh,
died.
yeah, Scott Hall. Yeah.
Let's have a moment of silence for Scott Hall.
Well, we welcome another live commentator here in the chat, Deb. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
welcome.
Bob Dylan in the chat.
B.
Whoa. So no Matt Bandy. Chris Roberts still looking over sports feeds. So I guess I can show some stuff. Wow.
No, I didn't finish my Grace Under Fire thing.
Oh.
The best part is
Sorry.
towards the end of the series when she goes back, she starts like in real life. The actress Brett Butler, she went back on the wagon. Is it on the wagon or off the wagon?
Well, if you're drinking, you're on the wagon.
Okay, so she went back on the wagon, and the last season is only like
Trump, the pillow guy.
There you go.
That's the pillow guy.
No, come on. Who is
that?
That
Looked like Pete Rose.
Yes, well done.
Was that Pete Rose?
That's Pete Rose.
He did a wrestling thing,
and he's about to get tombstoned right now. Oh, Pete Rose just got tombstone.
Anyways, yep, there you go. Wow, I even tired Deb. Sorry, Deb.
No, I think the wrestling did.
Was it? Oh.
But watch to the end of that Brett Butler show when she gets her waitressing job. I think it really takes off then.
No. She doesn't get a waitressing job. She goes back on the wagon.
I tell you, I found something pretty fun. I forgot to show you guys this stuff. Something pretty fun at the thrift store. If you see one of these,
watch Retro Fandango every Friday on YouTube.
Are you going to pull that out for STC Pod with Joe?
No, I don't know. Look at that's only $15. I don't.
I would definitely
buy that if you see this.
What kind of batteries does that take?
The batteries were more expensive than the bullhorn. I think it's 6C batteries.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, but it's really good. I love it. I don't know if I'm going to keep it, but I want to.
Oh, I'd keep that. That'd be endless.
Like my kid's school. I know, like my kid did track and field this year, and the poor coach was just screaming across this huge park at the kids. So maybe I'll donate it to the school.
No, you're doing it wrong, Bill. You got to get that to like cheer on your daughter. Way to go, honey.
Or when you go pick her up, I almost said her name. Daughter, come.
Daughter, yeah.
Daughter. Over here, daughter. Daddy loves you.
No, you need to keep that for STC Pod when you tell your stories when you're on the phone with the people and you come on.
Like Howard.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, Howard.
I could do Howard's parents. Come on. Believe you me.
That's right. Yeah.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Well, speaking of like parents, older people, I also found. I was really excited to find this.
An Afghan?
Too bad Chris Roberts isn't here because he would appreciate this Afghan. It's called Granny Square Afghan. No squares alike. All these squares are different.
We need a cricket sound effect. That's what we need.
These things, like, look at the work that went into crochet this thing. It's
actually?
Crazy.
Oh yeah, it's
insane.
Well, it's a pattern, so they just follow a pattern.
Macrame.
No square is alike. They're all different. So, these you can resell these pretty easily. Chris Roberts would tell you that if he was here, and he'd say, "Great job picking that up."
Okay.
Yeah. I'm waiting for him to say in the chat, "Great job picking that up."
He's watching football. He just comes here to give us a score, and then.
What would we do without Bill's random pickups?
that's what we're looking for. Interesting stuff. So you should have seen my kid's face when I brought that on. But we'll move that along to someone who appreciates. Even in the store when I was walking around, people were like, "Oh my God, great pickup! You got awesome eye, dude." So I knew I had something good then.
What old lady said that?
You
get an awesome eye there, sonny boy.
See? Nice. SF knows. He knows. Now,
what do we do? Trivia. We gotta save room for trivia.
Okay. God damn, I
like
got
a dessert.
I got the other bill took up so much time.
Hurry up.
All my pickups time here.
I'm actually very happy with what Bill showed. You not so much. I think he did the right thing.
Other Bill was. Yeah.
This is going to change you, Curtis, because you helped me out with this on the socials. I found a lot of figures, mini action figures, and I didn't know what the deal was with them. Look at these little guys.
Is that Star Wars? Is that Lando?
That's Lando from Return of the Jedi, I think, when he's flying the Falcon, right? In Return of the Jedi.
That's how good. Like, look at the detail on that. You could pick out which movie that was from, even though that's how small these are.
Bill, you have no idea how much these take me back. Yes, the Gamorrean Guard. I used to have that one.
Gamorrean Guard from Hutt's Palace.
Yeah.
The Gamorrean Guards get a lot skinnier in the new
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
Yeah. Yeah. They slimmed up a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll never know who that one was.
What were these for? They weren't the Kenner.
No, it's not Kenner. And Curtis.
These were the, I believe, Micro Machines Action Fleet, which were slightly bigger. You know, like that would fit in a bit like a hand-sized vehicle.
Right.
So
okay.
That I believe is the snow speeder pilot. So not snow speeder, whatever they had in Hoth, the Imperials. But they would fit in like vehicles, and it was awesome because they were big, but they were almost like, remember like Mighty Max toys or Polly Pocket.
Who is this guy?
No.
But I know the Star Wars ones you're talking about.
They're really cool, but like in the 90s, those like pocket-sized toys were all the rage. Yeah. This was like the Star Wars version of that, and they were great. I loved them, like the X-wing. And
well, how come you don't have those?
Me?
Yeah,
I did have those.
Where are they?
Well, I don't have them anymore. I don't know.
Go
what
get
happened.
them. Go buy some.
Stop it! Go buy some more HD DVDs.
Got any HD DVD with The Rock in it? Just let me know. Hit me up.
So Micro Machines first came out with vehicles.
Dengar.
And then they saw how well the vehicles did, so they did a line of figures that are
I see.
This freaking tiny.
I had one of my favorite ones. Speaking of the Gamorrean Guard, was I had the Rancor, right? And the Rancor, you could open its mouth and like it could eat people, and then you could lift up its tail, and like take them out.
That's awesome.
Bib Fortuna. That's an Endor trooper, right? Like Endor soldier or whatever, rebel soldier.
Really? Beats me.
I think so. I think that's an Endor rebel soldier.
And now, this guy is missing his mount.
Oh yeah. I had the Bantha, the Tusken Raider on the Bantha. Yeah, I had that one. That was cool because the Bantha was big.
It looks like he's taking a crunch.
Let's see and then we do have a couple of vehicles here with their riders.
Oh yeah, was that Leia? That's awesome. I had that one. Yeah.
And do you know who this is?
Of course. Oh, Luke.
That's Luke because he's got the glove on the one hand.
Yeah, Lieutenant Dan.
So I found a whole baggie of these things. I think they were totally mispriced because I only had $2 on them. And I don't know what to do with them, if I should keep them or what. But
It's too bad they didn't have any of the vehicles that they
yeah,
went with. Because all those things came with vehicles. Like, you know, you would buy the vehicle or whatever, and you would get like 2 or 3 figures, or like I think 2 figures with each one.
really?
Yeah.
Okay. Before we get to trivia, let me just show you the stuff I picked up at Uncle Buck's.
This is all a buck.
They're all a buck. And he gave me this bag. So there's my St. Pat's stuff
Oh, there you go.
right there. A minute. So you saw the amount of CDs in there. All I could find that really grabbed my attention is a Blues Traveler CD.
That's a good one.
Oh, I just watched Kingpin the other day, and they have Blues Traveler at the end of that. Blues Traveler is great.
Mm-hmm. John Papa. Just I have one of their live albums on my phone, and when the random picks one of those huge jam songs he does, it's just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was the only CD. The rest were cassettes, $1 each.
Cassettes.
Got some.
Oh yeah. Ooh, that's a good one.
Physical graffiti, we think. Questionable.
It'd be great if it was like Gowan or something like that.
So Kevin doesn't make fun of me. I'm sure it says it on here somewhere. You can see
I don't see anything.
in there. You can see something.
You know what would be great is if you kept buying Use Your Illusion 1 and it was never the right one.
Let's get these in order here.
I found a whole bunch of cassettes the other day, and Sarah convinced me not to buy them.
Well, if you find Use Your Illusion 2, that's the one I'm still missing.
It was all like White Lion and White Snake and
Ooh,
What a lettering on that one. Crisp.
that is a good one. I never find good cassettes like this. Oh my gosh, that's my favorite Zeppelin album.
2.
Good one.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this cassette. Weird color.
Wow.
Whoa. Is this true?
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Oh.
Zeppelin 3.
That's a good one. Was Debbie saying that Zeppelin 2 is her favorite? She says mine too. I'm assuming that's in reference to.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep, nice. Zeppelin 4, good one. Stairway. No stairway. Denied.
And I got this on vinyl, but you know, why not? For $1.
I had that in the 90s, and I left it in the back of my car, like above the trunk, and the sun just melted it.
How'd it get back there?
I don't know.
How about some crochet?
Oh yeah.
Greatest hits. Lost him way too young.
Well, you still might find him.
Hunky Dory is my favorite too, Deb.
There you go.
There you go. I passed on that, and I kind of regret it.
I like how they actually switched up the cover for that, not just crop the album, like the square album cover.
Mm-hmm. Got a couple of balls.
Yeah, me too.
Wings, Venus and Mars.
Mars. Don't know that one.
Yeah, what's on that one?
I don't have this at all.
Could have just told me.
A lot of Venus and Mars. I don't know any of these songs.
Yeah, I don't know. Good for Wings. Good for them.
Wow. Oh, another
Paul
weird.
McCartney even on that one?
weird cassette inside. And finally, a little bit of Tom Petty. I didn't recognize this. I don't have it. So I thought I better grab it.
Yeah, it's not their greatest one. It's okay.
It's got Jamming Me on it.
Yeah, that's probably the best song on there.
Well, interesting cover anyways.
Yep.
And finally, one of these has an insert inside here.
Nice.
Yeah, like that was the era where cassettes were a valid format, so they would, actually crop the image correctly on there. And
well, someone should have sent away for that beta or VHS for $30.
Imagine having the beta of that.
Maybe we should call
That's
it live.
cool.
And finally, this wasn't from Uncle Buck's, but I got this earlier this week. Has an old Eaton sticker on there for $6.99.
So all those cassettes you just showed were from Uncle Buck's?
Yep.
Oh, you suck. You got them all for $1.
That we shouldn't be paying more than that for cassettes, shouldn't we?
Yeah,
I agree, but you rarely find them for that cheap.
My Mission Thrift sells them for 50 cents, but
Lucky.
they're all crap. They're
Yeah,
cassettes.
Mm-hmm.
they can't all be the promotional copy of the Over the Top soundtrack.
So this is a live concert, recorded live in concert. I think it says 1972. I thought it said on here where it was recorded, but I guess not. But anyways, still sealed from Eaton's. Okay, so I could go further, but run out of time. And goddamn it, we got to get to trivia.
I got one thing to show before we move to trivia. Just a quick thing.
I still
totally
have a couple more things to show as well.
I totally forgot. I have to show us. I have to show this. You got to see this. Look what I got. I got myself.
Oh,
Excellent adventure. I forgot it was in there until Curtis did like a surfer dude voice. And I was like, oh yeah. The CD is in my player. So
nice.
you got some extreme, and then a bunch of bands I never heard of. I don't know any of these bands.
Big Pig,
Power Tool,
Bricklin,
Shark Island, twice.
wow.
Or is that Snark? Is that Snark or Shark?
Shark Island.
Yeah.
I never heard of any of them, but I listened to, and they like I listened to about half of it. It all sounds like stuff that was popular at the time.
By the way,
there
before
you
we
go.
get to Curtis, I still have some stuff to show.
You son of a bitch.
No, I got a little story from Uncle Buck's where all the cassettes were. Guess what they were housed in?
Those Napa Valley.
Yes,
Oh.
a Napa Valley rack, a big one. So I was
For
like,
$1?
Why didn't you grab it?
I'm like, I'll take that rack too. Oh, that's not for sale. I'm like, everything's $1. No, how would I sell my tapes? I said, I'm taking your tapes. Give me the rack. I'll take.
I always say that whenever I'm at a place, I'm like, "How about the rack?" And they're like, "Well, how would I sell my tapes without?" They all talk like that too.
Yeah.
They're all from New York. That's
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I didn't get it.
Hey, I'm trying to sell tapes here. Back off, Bill.
He did have a lot of stories. He actually told me and the rest of the store a story how when he was selling just street side in Vancouver, a guy in front of him where everyone would come in would sing the song I am beautiful or you are beautiful over and over again every single day. And he said that guy turned out to be James Blunt, and he sang in front of me every day for 2 years in Vancouver. Like, okay.
Fun fact.
If that's true.
That's kind of weird that he's turning away VHS, but he has cassettes there, and he needs to.
Yes.
That's what you should have told him. Said, like, look, these cassettes. That's what the movies. They're just bigger versions with movies on them.
Well, before we get to Curtis, Deb B has a question. I guess she's a new viewer. Thank you. Welcome to the channel. Don't forget to hit subscribe and like and all that jazz. Me and Kevin are from Canada, Ontario in Canada, and Curtis is West Coast LA boy. He's a big LA guy. There you go. And through the magic of technology, we're all talking together.
Is this what's our thing? Oh, Ontario.
Is that what?
Yeah.
Well, it can't be this. This is okay. What is the okay boys?
No, that's white power. Stop flashing the white power thing.
I'll never get that.
I thought it was down, or I don't know.
Don't do it.
I'm not giving you the finger. Like,
hey, Liverpool. All right.
Wow. You should do your Layla impression for her.
Oh yeah, she's like, "Oh, I'm from London." No, there's a great. I love going to London, and that's some of my favorite music stores are there, which I've shown on this show or the vinyl show, one of the two. I don't remember.
Go back on the channel and take a look.
Yeah,
and we are doing a White Album recut on this show, so we're going to take both of those, the two discs, and cut them down to one album. How would we do that? And we're going to compare how each of us did that. You can always email your picks right there. Start to continue mail at gmail.com.
Yep.
So before we get to Curtis, all right. Sorry, Curtis.
You know, it's funny because one of these things I'm going to show is going to take about a half hour to explain.
Great.
No, I'm going to, since I never get to be on the VHS show anymore, I'm going to show some VHS. So this I had ordered 2 months ago, and I finally got it. The guy had sent me the other stuff that I ordered, but he forgot to send this, and so I finally got it. And that was, you guys are going to love this. It's Hey Arnold, Urban Adventures. You guys remember Hey Arnold?
Yeah, I didn't watch that one.
Hey, Bill, this is like a $30 tape.
Yeah?
Yeah. And this is the old classic
Ooh, I like that.
Nickelodeon.
As Uncle Buck would say, who says it's a $30 tape?
So there's that. And just because he felt so bad that he forgot to send that, he let me pick a free tape. And so I picked this. I've never seen it before, but I thought I'll pick something I haven't seen and see if it's any good. And that is Taking Care of Business with James Belushi or Jim Belushi and Charles Grodin.
Grodin.
Now, I'm a huge Grodin mark, so
yeah,
I'm actually looking forward to this. I've never seen it. You guys seen this before?
No.
Well, check me out on Letterboxd. I'll put my review after I watch it. But check it out! And it was a Blockbuster rental. There we go. Gotta love that.
By the way, our links to Letterboxd movie reviews and stuff is down in the description.
And he also threw this in as just a nice little thing to do.
Why did he do this? Because you bought the tape?
I had bought tapes from him, and he sent like the original tapes, but forgot to send one of them. And that to be honest, that was like the main one I wanted. And so to make it up, he gave me a free tape, and then he also threw in this little Arnold figure, which is cool. Why not? All right. And then my final tapes, we're going to blow through them. As you can see, I got WrestleMania 14 on behind me. This is the WrestleMania that Stone Cold Steve Austin first won the WWE or WWF championship at the time. Yesterday was Stone Cold Day, 3/16. Very exciting day. So I thought I would end today's broadcast with some WWF tapes.
That's the My Pillow guy on that tape right now.
There we go. We got Slam Fest. Huh?
Yeah.
I was hoping Bandy would be here or Chris. They would appreciate this a lot more than you guys. There we go. SummerSlam. This is 2004 with your boy Undertaker. So, and there you go. You guys know him?
Yeah, Benoit balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got Invasion.
Oh, what a cover. Who would put that on the cover?
Do you know who that is?
No.
It's Vince McMahon on this side.
Oh.
And Shane McMahon, his son, on this side, and they did the combination thing.
Why would we want to watch that?
Oh, it's amazing. And then I got another SummerSlam, 1999, with Jussie the Body Ventura, the then governor of Minnesota, being the special referee. Of course, he used to be a wrestler as well. So
I feel like I'm at Denny's here with all these slams.
And then Austin 316, uncensored.
That's uncensored, folks.
Right there. This is great. So I missed it by a day, but I'm excited that I got to show these. And that's it. Now, without any further ado, it is time for 80s and 90s trivia game. We might even go crazy and do cards tonight. We'll see. I don't know if we got it in us. Let's find out.
Do what? You broke up.
Oh, we do 2 cards tonight instead of 1.
2 cards.
Oh, all right. I gotta go to bed at some point.
Okay.
4:30 is. Actually, I gotta go in super early tomorrow.
I have to sleep
Okay.
in tomorrow.
Here we go. We'll start with Kevin. Kevin, true or false? Clint Eastwood directed the 1992 Western Unforgiven.
True.
That is correct. Bill,
I got a good one.
Yeah.
what Billy Joel song features rapid fire lyrics that try to encapsulate the news from the year of his birth to 1989?
We didn't start the fire.
From which album?
We didn't start the fire album.
Stormfront, which we talked about earlier with
Oh,
the 98.
God damn it.
All right. I'm gonna go back to Bill on this one.
Oh.
Who starred in Heart of the City before playing Kelly Bundy on Married with Children?
Kelly Bundy.
Yeah.
Kelly Bundy. Christina Applegate.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
That is correct. I thought Kevin would get that too easily.
Whew.
All right, here we go.
God, I
Here we go.
mixed up a peg for a second there.
Kevin, where were the 1984 Winter Olympics held? And if you need, I have 3 clues if you need them. 1984 Winter Olympics.
Damn. I don't know. I know where the Summer Olympics were. The Summer Olympics were in LA. The Winter Olympics in '88 were in Calgary. I have no idea where the Winter Olympics in '84 were held.
I'll give you 3 clues, and I think you're going to be able to at least eliminate one. Was it Lake Placid, Sarajevo, or Calgary?
Well, if those are my 3 choices, I'm going to go with Lake Placid.
All right. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
It was Sarajevo.
Oh, I didn't know they could do Winter Olympics there.
Apparently.
Wow.
All right. Back to Bill. What Hollywood madam faced charges of pandering and tax evasion in 1994, but refused to divulge her client list?
Oh, wow. How come he gets the sleazy questions? Like he doesn't know sleaze. Come on.
I remember this happening. I don't know if I remember her name.
Oh, he remembers. He was on her list. He was one of the clients.
Oh. It's not coming to me right away.
Go to Kevin for the steal.
Yeah.
She had dark hair.
Yeah.
But what I'm looking for is a
Deep
name.
lipstick. Oh.
I don't know why this name is coming to my head. I know it's wrong, but I'm going to say Leona Hemsley, but that's not the right one, name. That's it. That's what I can think of.
Heidi Fleiss.
Heidi Fleiss. There was an H in there.
There you
Monica
go.
Lewinsky.
All right, here we go. Well, she's
For
for
Monica.
All right.
Who's this for?
We'll go to Kevin. In what manner did Rita Hayworth and Raquel Welch appear in The Shawshank Redemption? In what manner?
On a poster?
That is correct.
All
right. Bill.
I think I'm winning, right?
Bill, you're always winning.
Yeah.
Bill, what does REM stand for?
Do I get multiple choice?
REM. This one doesn't have multiple choice on it.
Okay, I don't know. You got me.
Can I steal?
Kevin for the steal.
Rapid eye movement.
Correctamundo. Well done.
God,
All right, here we go. Bill, maybe you can get this one. What family?
What I mean clinically.
Here we go, Bill. What family lived next door to the Simpsons?
The Flanderses.
The Flanderses?
The Flanders.
I guess we'll accept that.
If this was Wheel of Fortune, he would have been showing the door.
No.
All right. Bill, I'm going to give you another one right here because I think Kevin might get this. I don't know. This is a tough one. It's a Canada question, I think. Maybe not. Who did the New York Rangers narrowly defeat in the Stanley Cup in 1994?
Who's answering this? Bill?
Bill. Go to Bill first. In 1994, who did the New York Rangers narrowly defeat in the Stanley Cup?
I know this.
Kevin knows this one.
I know this, and I got a story too.
I figured.
Okay, let me put it in context because 1993 Montreal won. And we're talking 94.
The year after, yes.
Who was there the year after? I'm going to say Vancouver.
The Vancouver what?
Canucks.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Oh, you are correct. Well done. You had a story.
Kevin was driving to Montreal.
I was not old enough yet to drive.
Damn it. He was driving to Reno, Nevada.
No,
No,
my dad got roped into a hockey pool and he didn't know anything about hockey. And he brought the hockey pool thing to me and he's like, here, just fill out put some teams in there. And I'm like, I don't know. So like I saw kids walking around with Pavel Bure jerseys and Mark Messier jerseys. So I filled that thing out and I put in the final New York Rangers and Vancouver Canucks. And I was the only person to do that in the pool. And so I won my dad $100.
Oh,
1994. There you go. So that's how I remembered that, how I knew that one.
Well, here we go. The final question of the day. We're going to give it to Kevin. Kevin,
right.
First released in 1982. What actors' workout videos gained worldwide popularity?
Jane Fonda.
That is correct.
Yeah, right. I think we had that question before.
No,
I think I remember a Jane Fonda question.
that might have been a different one.
Did we do 2 whole cards? We're good?
We did 2 whole cards.
Right on.
That's
Look at
it.
us.
Back in the box.
cool. Right on. All
Right
right.
on.
That's another collector's in the bag. Thanks for joining us. As usual, thank you for hitting the subscribe button. It helps the channel out immensely. I can't thank you enough for doing that. Appreciate it. Hitting the subscribe, hitting the like, and heck, why not share it with someone and let them know how you enjoyed your Thursday night on YouTube. Right, guys? Totally. Thanks, everyone in the chat for joining us and playing along. It was fun seeing everyone there. We'll catch you next time. Maybe in a couple of weeks, we'll do it again. Before that, there's probably going to be a VHS show over at the Midnight is Flashing VHS YouTube channel. So check that out. What else? Look for the STC podcast. That'll be the latest episode is in the can. I don't know why it's not published yet. Maybe reach out to my partner Joe and ask him. It's been in the can for a while. Remind him that he does publish those things. So check that out everywhere you get podcasts, the SDC podcast. And of course, yeah, thanks again, Bill from Toronto for joining us live on the stream this week. He killed it with a massive, huge Bob Dylan segment. And
great.
thank you, Curtis and Kevin.
Well, thank you, Bill.
Yes, thank you for having me on. Good times.
Oh, please, come on. Don't forget to follow Kevin at CanadianGrooves.ca for all of his Canadian music stuff. He's got lots of Canadian celebrities over there. You can all chat and have a good time. And Curtis. One day he will continue his Star Trek The Next Generation summary show on YouTube.
Yeah.
That would be good. That would be good.
You could also follow me on Letterboxd.
Links in the description. Check that out. Okay. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next time.